Hey, what's up, guys? The video's about her not being sorry. So, this is nothing new, but I'm going ahead and cover it. Was going through some posts yesterday and came across another Saab video. So, this black female that I'm pretty sure is still a stripper was crying about how she didn't mean to encourage young little girls to become strippers. So, of course, I ventured off into the comment section and wasn't surprised. Of course, all the females, black women, are siding with her, and of course, everyone else is holding her accountable. Now, I saw one guy, he mentioned, like, it's funny, the only time they cry is when they look for sympathy. She's not crying because she's holding herself accountable. She's crying because all the stuff she was talking about didn't work out in her favor. So, this is nothing new. You guys all know, a lot of times, we don't just bring it up. We don't say it. We don't speak about it because we know the backlash is always going to be there. So, unlike the internet, you can't harm me, man. You can't. You don't have to worry about dealing with you in person, so I'm definitely going to voice my opinion. Hell, even if I see you in person, I still voice my opinion. But she's crying, and that's what women do, right? Anytime they mess up, they always go for the tears, and they want you to overlook what they have done. So basically, her tears is just a distraction to not hold her accountable. I said this right, and of course, the backlash was there. I'm like, it's funny because out of all the groups of women, only black women advertise destruction of other black women. I never seen a Jewish woman say go out there and start, taking people's lives or start selling drugs, start sleeping around. Never saw a Asian woman promote hypersexual activities. I never heard a white woman say, get on these drugs and hang out with these street dudes. I never heard that. Never heard that. But only in the black community will black women advertise destruction towards other black women. They will always try to encourage black women to be destructive, to be out of order, to not work together, to not be positive, promote health, fitness, never that. How to get a man and keep a man. How to turn your man on mentally, sexually. It's never about that. It's always destruction. Now, you can voice your opinion down below, but y'all guys know I'm telling the truth. So, when she was being interviewed about that, she's tearing up and everything like that, and I'm like, that's normal. That's the normal black woman. Now, y'all can call it what y'all want. I'm not saying all, but that's the typical black woman. Like, let me know if I'm lying down below. Please put it in the comment section. Let me know if I'm lying below. Because it's nothing new. And of course you have the other, and I know there's only females that side with her, or the same females are doing the same thing she's doing. They following her footsteps. She over there stripping, you already know stripping, hey, I don't care what you say. You probably got one who out there hoeing and prostitution and stuff like that. That's a possibility. But we all know the average prostitute is what? The average stripper is what? Prostitute. It's damn near hand in hand. It's really damn near no difference. The only difference is one of them dancing before they get bent over, and the other one just pulling up on you to get bent over for the free, for the money. However they want to do it, exchange for favors, whether it's money, cars, clothes, a place to stay, drugs. Y'all all know this. Whether y'all been to strip clubs or not, y'all been in that environment or not, we all know this. It's only the females that's following her footsteps that's supporting her, that's attacking people like me, that's holding her accountable. Oh, we're the bad people. We're the terrible people in the world. Really? I'm not out here telling little black boys or telling boys to go out here and rob banks and kill each other and do all the other stuff. I'm not promoting that. So you mad at me because I'm holding her accountable because all her years she been pushing negativity, destruction. but you won't hold her accountable. I tell you guys all the time, women and accountability don't mix, bro. You've been living this life of destruction, pure chaos, and then when the jig is up, when it didn't work out in your favor, now you trying to spin the block and get people to feel bad for you. You're a grown-ass woman. Mind you, these some grown-ass women telling these teenage girls, these girls in their 20s to do wrong. And they got them believing that, oh, we can do whatever we want without no consequences. It's okay to sleep around. It's okay to, pass around these diseases. It's okay to have a whole bunch of kids by a whole bunch of different guys that you don't even know. It's okay to get all these tattoos. It's okay to wear these wigs, these dumbass eyelashes, these crazy ass looking fingernails. It's okay to not get therapy to help what's been going on in your childhood. Oh, you don't need to do that. You strong. You independent. You don't need no help. You figure it out on your own. There's no such thing as sisterhood at all. It ain't got nothing to do with a group of females at all. Just because you don't hear any horror stories don't mean like, nah. That happens in every group. It ain't no sisterhood, man. They just say that just to make it sound good. Obviously, they doing that so they can get some money out of them. That's all it really comes down to is money. They don't care about these females. If you really cared about these girls that's coming after you, you wouldn't be promoting crazy behavior, illegal activities. You'll be encouraging them to go to school and find you a husband and know how to find a good man and all that stuff like that. You'll be giving them tools of the trade, but you're not doing that because you don't want to see the ones that's coming behind you do better than you. I told you guys before about the mothers hating their daughters. They do that all the time. And you got these females out here that's been in a terrible situation. They never wanted to do better because they thought that they'll figure it out. And then once they get old, they realize all the stuff they thought they was doing, it ended up not doing anything for them. It didn't work out at all. So now they mad. They want to lash out. And they want to see the next person, the next lady come behind them, crash and burn like they did. That makes no sense. But that's what they do. So, it's sad because a lot of them out there, and I'm going to say this too, I understand why a lot of you guys avoid these black women. I really understand it because all the videos is coming out and it's just, it looked like it's never going to end to the point to where you just got to let it go. It's like having a car, right? You take it to the mechanic shop, like, hey man, something wrong with the car, just fix it. And just fix it. All right, man, okay, no problem. He going through the car, okay, hey, all right, this is the problem, we fixed it. Next thing you know, it break down again. All right, take it back to him. Okay, this is the problem, we fixed it. Take it back to him again, it broke down. All right, he fixed it. You take it back to him again because it broke down. At some point, he's like, you know what? It's time for me to cut ties because I'm trying to keep it on the road, but for some reason, it just keeps failing me. That's how these women are, bro. It's like, why would you put your time and effort into these females who all they want is chaos? They don't want to stay. Once you find out a female don't want a stable home, don't deal with it. Don't even just take on a tour, bro. Like, don't take her to no Mustang Inn for the 15-minute special. Don't just leave her where she at, bro. That's a dead sign that she's a bad investment. Just leave her where she at. So I understand. I know you got some guys out there that's like, black guys, oh yeah, let me just put some time and energy into it, and I know I can turn out for the best. Nah, because I did that. And that's just one occasion, but like me, it's like, hey, I'm good. The first time, that's it, I'm good. I'm not used to this kind of female anyway. I gave it a shot, didn't work out, whatever. So I know some guys out there, and they gonna call y'all simps that, oh no, y'all just gotta know how to, treat her right, and she been through a lot and this and that. You gotta keep in mind, man, they pretty much already sculpted themselves by the time they turn 16 years old. So you dealing with a woman that's in her 30s, she got all these kids, she been in and out of jail, and you think you about to come along and change her for the better? Nah, because she don't want to do better. So what it look like you coming through, taking care of her kids, they not yours. You'll be moving her in, paying all the bills, she ain't working, then come to find out she cheating on you, and she been bringing dudes over while you been at work. Nah, you can't help it, bro. They don't want help. What they say, don't save us, they don't want to be saved. That's the truth. The older they get, the harder it is for them to break that habit. They don't want to break the habit. That's why they always find other females that's in the same shitty hole as they are. Because guess what? You can't judge her because y'all in the same boat. That's why they always go after them. That's why strippers hang out with strippers. That's why criminals hang out with criminals. That's why rich people hang out with rich people. That's why athletes hang out with athletes. They want to be around their peers. It's no such, I'm gonna say this right now, because this has happened several times we used to go out. There's always that one good girl hanging out with a group of hoes. It ain't no such thing as, no. Oh, it's one in the group. No. Ain't no such thing as a good one in the group. That's over with. She either a hoe or she not. It's either or, it ain't both. A lot of them now, they want to play both sides of the fence. They want to make it seem like they're a good girl, but in reality, they not, bro. You'll find out, just give it time. And I'm gonna say this all the time, because they can only act for so long. They're gonna eventually give themselves up. You gotta understand, they've been doing this for so long, they never change their habits. They all do the same thing, it's just a different female doing it. You gonna pick up real quick if she a hoe or not. And it's just crazy to me that they always trying to find somebody to blame for their fuck ups. It's like, dude, that's like me right now, going around neighborhood just throwing rocks at people's windows, breaking their windows, and then eventually I get caught, and then I'm over here trying to blame somebody for all the windows I done broke. That's what they do. It's just common sense, but they always try to find a way to throw the blame on somebody else. They always try to find a reason to why, someone to blame for why they did what they did. It just doesn't make any sense, but that's how they are. I mean, you don't have to believe me. They got videos all over the internet. Thank God for the internet. It can either be a weapon or it can be a useful tool, but sad to say, these women use it as a weapon. They either brag about the guys they be using, abusing, all these fake fraternity tests, all these they signing paperwork about the kids that it's not theirs. They over here committing crimes, and they throw it out on the internet. And they brag about it. They feel like they just winning. They not. You're a loser. So it's the thing. That's how you know. What they say, hit dogs holler. That's how you know when someone's telling the truth. As it is now in 2025, the new truth is a lie, and the lie is the truth. And that's because you have all these females that don't want to be held accountable. They refuse to accept accountability. That's why I'm telling you guys right now, it's gonna get real nasty for me, because I'm about to end up going back to my old ways. But in order for me to do that, I gotta start dealing with these females again. Really, right now, I'm cooling right now. I'm just working on what I got going on, and we'll see what happens with that. But for the most part, I'm just gonna have to go overseas or something, bro. I don't know. But I'm not worried about that right now. I'm definitely not dealing with these kind of females that's out here just destroying everything they come in contact with. It's ridiculous. So you had a group of 304s in the comment section attacking everybody that was holding her accountable. Think about that. You, man, if you are a prostitute, we already know you're a prostitute, you're a stripper. What are you a prostitute, man? At the end of the day, you're a prostitute. That's all it is to it. And you got other prostitutes that's trying to defend her. I'm like, nah, that's not how this works. That's like if she gonna commit a crime right now, she takes somebody's life. I don't care how much she cry, or she can blame all the men she wants, she going to jail. She going to jail. That's exactly how that works. But they really think that they really can do whatever they want, and all they do is spin the block and start crying and get some kind of sympathy. And then that's the thing. It's not gonna so much be the guys, it's gonna be the women they target. Remember, the average woman is weak. That's just what that is. That's what they really target. They targeting other weak females, naive females, so they can get that little crowd support to make it seem like, oh yeah, girl, you ain't do nothing wrong. And I saw the comments. I'm like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? She just confessed about how she encouraged thousands of black girls to be just like her, a prostitute. And you gonna turn around and say that she ain't do nothing wrong, and you know, what are you talking about? That's all you gotta do is hold a conversation with them. You're gonna know everything about them, bro. I promise you. Within 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes, you're gonna know everything you need to know about that female, just based off that short conversation you're gonna have with her. It ain't no way. And that's why I see why guys never want to have girls, because boys, you can put them on the right path. Now, you're going to have something that's going to fall off. We understand that. But as far as disciplining a boy, that's not going to be a problem for the father, obviously. Female, you have so many things that's getting in between you and your daughter or your daughters. You got TV. You got other females. You got older females. I told you guys before, If you get 2 females around that one, she gonna do whatever they tell her. That's a fact. Now one, it's a high chance she gonna do that. But if you get 2 females around, that's it. If they tell her, hey girl, go ahead and put on some booty shorts and a crop top, and let's go out here and talk to these old men, she gonna do it without any hesitation. That's how easy it is to influence them. And then if you got the mama that's not gonna co-parent with you correctly, it's very rare you'll find a female that got her head on straight so you can raise your daughter the right way. So yeah, you're dealing with your wife, you're dealing with older women telling her how to get the money, how to get the bag. You got social media. So I see why the average guy don't want to have any daughters. And it makes perfect sense. And I'm gonna say this too, just because you come from a solid household doesn't mean she's gonna be a good girl. I'm gonna say this, man, a lot of them, they be wilding out. They be wilding out. They got both parents in the household, they be wilding out. With a boy, you can guide him at least all the way till you get to damn near 21, and you'll be all right. A girl, you gotta worry about her as soon as she get a cell phone, because they so rebellious that this is how they are. As soon as she get a cell phone, you gotta worry about her. A boy, nah. X, Y, and Z, you do this and he do that, is all good in the neighborhood. Because he don't want the problem. He's like, hey, nah, I'm cool. I'm staying with my parents. I'm not paying no bills. They give me allowance. You know, they about to buy me a car after I graduate. Like they not trying to ruin that. The average guy is like that. They not gonna try to destroy their own lives. No. You got a couple here and there, but the average dude, hell nah. He not gonna do that. He got a little part-time job. He gonna work that part-time job, go to school until the next move comes up. A female? Oh, no. She gonna work that part-time job, OnlyFans, and then she gonna be running the streets. That's a sad reality, man. But yeah, like I said, man, man, listen. I don't care how many of them is there, because I'm gonna say it right now, it's millions of them. And we just talking about the United States. It's millions of destroyed women in the United States alone. Overall, it's a worldwide thing, right? But I'm just trying to keep, just in the United States alone, it's millions of destroyed females. So I don't care what you guys have to say, man. Hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. They try so hard to control the internet, which they can't do. That's why it's so easy for you to get on there and do that. Just get on there. You ain't got to go outside. You ain't got to worry about them disrespecting you out in public. Just go on the internet. You're going to see some messed up story on there. Yeah. You're going to see some messed up story on the internet about some crazy stuff they did, and they ain't trying to get sympathy. Nah, hold them accountable. Yeah, that's all it is to it, man. So it's sad, but at the end of the day, I'm used to seeing it. But I understand why they're the bottom of the totem pole. I understand, because at the end of the day, no one's making them do this, bro. At the end of the day, no one's making them do this. If you want better, you would have made that happen. If you knew better, you would do better. You understand, these women in their late 20s and beyond, and they just living this destructive lifestyle. And then they out here chasing other groups of men, and they trying to force them to be with them. That's how you know it's down bad. I never heard no group of women do that, bro. Like, who the hell go out here trying to force men to be with you? That's embarrassing. But of course they lied to the girls. You know, us dudes, we already know what it is. They lied to them young girls and make it believe like, oh yeah, I'm getting out. No, that woman that you following on social media, she a prostitute. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. But yeah, that's all it is. So, you know, this is one of many stories. And it's crazy because they will not, I said it before, they will never stop hoeing. As long as they keep getting some kind of benefit off of it, they will never stop hoeing. Understand, a lot of them doing this for free, so they get enjoyment out of it. And like I say, they look back, they've been doing it for 8-10 years. They see their name has been ran through the mud. Nobody look at them twice. So they like, well, I ain't got nothing else, so I might as well keep doing what I'm doing. But when that fails, then they want to come back and start getting sympathy and all that stuff like that. What were you at the beginning of your hoeing phase when you was bragging about it on social media? You getting this money, you all in these cars, you go on these trips, you got these guys tricking on you. What happened to all that? Now that shit done fell through, Now you want to come back and start crying and feel like you the victim. Nah, it ain't no such thing as a whole victim. No. There ain't no such thing as a hoe being a victim. Nah, you did that voluntarily. You let all them dudes do that to you. You put all that stuff on the internet. Now you want to come back, you want to look for sympathy. You will get it from them other girls who doing the same thing like that, you know, the same thing that you doing. Yeah. That's how you know how bad it is. When you go in them comment sections, you see all them girls over there, you know, attacking everybody else for, you know what I'm saying, for calling her on her bullshit. That's how bad you really know what it is. And them videos be having thousands of comments. Thousands. They try to attack you because you got standards. If you got standards, you the problem. And you already know what they gonna do, the same bullshit ass tactics. Oh, your mama black, you gay, whatever they gotta say, bro. They gonna throw everything at you, but guess what? At some point in time, you become immune to that. They have no power over the internet, bro. That's why they try everything they can to shut you down. When in reality, they're not gonna get that in the real world, because guess what? You're not gonna be around them. And then when they do show up, you're gonna leave. So that's all they got is the internet. Because they know in the real world, ain't nobody checking for them, ain't no dude looking for them. Ain't no dude worried about them. Yeah. That's why we get on them damn videos in the comment section, you see them, they be lashing out hard. I'm like, you on here like you getting paid you act like you getting paid for every time you leave a comment or something. You don't know her. But it don't matter, they live the same lifestyle. The same chaotic lifestyle. It's amazing to me, bro. But right now, it's not even embarrassing whatsoever for me. It is. I just know what it is, man. It's just another day. But yeah, it's gonna get worse, because of course you have these girls that's younger and younger getting out here in these streets, following in the footsteps, the blind leading the blind. So I'm telling you right now, if you got not even a black daughter, if you just got girls, right, it's in general, monitor their phones. Always question what they up to, where they going. Always check up on them. Because there ain't nothing for them to say, oh, I'm going to my friend's Chrissy house, and then they go to some random dude house and they get ran through by, you know what I'm saying? That happens all the time. So always check, always question what they got going on. And if your wife giving you a problem, or, you know, if your baby mama giving you a problem, you need to get rid of everybody. I'm telling you the truth right now. I'd rather get rid of the problem than me dealing with that for so many years. They call me ruthless, heartless, or whatever, but I enjoy my peace over anything. So for example, if I got a daughter or two, you know, I got the mama living with me, or the wife, and they always give me problems about, you know, what they doing, and they don't need to be listening to me, or they show any kind of form of resentment, I'm getting rid of everybody. I don't care. I'm getting rid of everybody. Like, yeah, y'all can't stay here. Y'all can't stay. I'll deal with that in the court, but at the end of the day, y'all can't stay here. Y'all cannot stay here. I'm getting rid of everybody. Now, some guys don't have the heart to do that. I do. I will get rid of you with the quickness. How am I being the provider and everything, y'all going against everything I say? But I'm the provider. Even if I'm not the provider, you going against everything I say. I'm doing this to protect y'all. And you over here making me like the bad guy in my own house? Oh, no, I'm getting rid of everybody. Yeah, I don't care. Hey, man, yeah, take the kids with you, whatever. I'm disowning y'all. I'm going all the way to the T with it. Like, nah, I'm not dealing with no problems. That's like me buying a car that keeps breaking down. I keep throwing money in it. Instead of me getting a brand new car warranty, I'm over here steady throwing money into this car that keeps breaking down. Nah, I ain't doing that. Now, a lot of you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not ruthless like that, and that's why you don't get so far in life. Because you don't know when to cut off the tumor. You guys are dealing with this right now. Your daughters don't respect you, your wife don't respect you, your neighbors don't respect you, the teachers don't respect you, and you've been dealing with that all your life. Nah, not me, no. I'm gonna give you 2 chances. The third one, you out of there. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna repeat myself right now. If I have any pushback, if you show any kind of signs of resentment or betrayal, I'm getting rid of everybody. Divorce, I'm disowning the kids. Yeah, get out of here. Y'all done. Y'all done. That's how keep it moving. Life too short for that, man. That's all there is to it, man. So sad to say, that's common. and you know, in the black community, I'm gonna say that the females, they want certain groups, they won't go that far with it. I don't know, but at the end of the day, that's the average woman. That's the average woman. That's what I meant to say. That's the average woman. This straight pure chaos. And keep in mind, they keep saying she the prize, yada yada yada. Why are you not married? Why don't you know the baby father's names, government names? Why are you broke? Why do you have an OnlyFans? Why are you getting bent over for the 40 bucks? What's your lowest relationship? Why can't you never keep a man, but you the prize? I can't take you serious because you got this fucking, you got this damn wig on your head. You got this damn neck tattoo on you. You know what, how, why should I take you serious? Why should I take you serious? You immature, you just an old kid. You just got older, you never grew up. And that's the hard truth. So guys, again, man, like I say, for me, I ain't got no problem getting on the internet. It's easy for me. I ain't gotta see your ugly ass down there. I get on the internet, you do something foul, I'ma call it, hold your accountable, I'll move on. You can reply all you want to me, I don't care. You ain't putting no money in my pocket, sure ain't taking no money out of my pocket. You ain't my girl, I don't deal with female like you anyway. So yeah, hold them accountable. I ain't saying going back and forth. That's the thing about it. The truth, it holds so much weight than anything else they can do, because they're either gonna tell the truth or a lie. All you gotta do is just hit them with that one truth, and that's a wrap. That's what I did. Just hit, you ain't gotta go back and forth or be arguing with these 304s online. Don't argue with them in general. But on the internet, it's a knockout blow every single time. That truth is a knockout blow from Tyson himself. Look at it like that. Don't drop a truth and then, because they're gonna always attack you, and then you wanna go back and forth. No, don't do that. Just hit them with the truth. They're gonna expose their insecurities. They're gonna expose themselves first. Then their insecurities gonna follow. That's it. Just bow out gracefully. That's all you gotta do. You ain't never gotta keep hitting them with the truth. Just drop one truth each video. That's all you need, because all the lies they have on online, that your one truth is gonna destroy all that. It can be 100,000 lies on the internet. You drop your truth, that one truth, it's gonna shatter all that. That's a fact. So never get online and argue with the female. Just drop your truth and move on. That's all you gotta do, because that one truth is gonna kill them. That's a fact. That's all there is to it. So yeah, you're gonna have a whole bunch of, Keishas and all them other Beckys or whatever that's on the internet trying to lash out at you. You don't need one truth, homie. One truth is enough for 1 billion females that's lying on the internet. That's a fact. That's all there is to it. So anyway, guys, if you got any questions, any concerns, leave them down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna say this again. Always hold them accountable, bro. Always hold them accountable. I'm gonna say this too. If she's living that destructive lifestyle, don't even deal with her. Why y'all even put in that situation to deal with a reckless female? That doesn't make any sense to me, man. But a lot of you guys are doing that because you got low self-esteem, you have no backbone, so at the end of the day, it's no sympathy for you. You deserve everything you get. All right, no matter what, always remember to protect your peace, your pockets, and your purpose.